I'm ashy. Damn. All right, now it's glossy. I am ashy though.
Yeah, that's ash. That's ash.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. You already know who it is. It's the 20-some on the Say Some podcast. Okay. Guys, at this point, I feel like, we know each other well enough. You already know what the deal is. Yeah. You know who we are. You know what we do. And we are close to the end of the year. We're wrapping as a group. Not just us, as a group. You guys included as listeners. So what we've got for you guys today is something very special. I swear to God, I say that every pod. Something special.
Everything's special.
Everything's special because you guys are special. You guys on the YouTube. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody's special. If you don't know who we are, we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves really quickly. Yours truly, Bria, the baddest, the boldest, bravest one is the deal. You already know what it is. Next.
Hey y'all, it's Miriam.
Hey everyone, it's Abby.
Taylor.
Thank you, ladies. And like I said, it's a holly jolly holiday, and it's the end of 2022. Mentally, I'm still it's like July 2018 in my head, so okay, I'm a wee bit behind, but I am so happy to be wrapping this year. It has been the shortest, longest year of my life, and so much has happened, yet so little. And I think the only way for us to know all the great things that happened is to do a 2022 year in review.
No, it's not there.
Oh my God, keep dragging it out.
We gonna get it eventually.
We have a whole wish list about like what we want for 2023, and I think my wish list also is to work the board a little bit better.
But add some new sounds.
That's all right.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So similar to like y'all little Spotify rap joint. You know, everybody posting their Spotify raps and your Apple Play replay.
No. Apple. Your bottom tier.
Apple Replay.
Dang.
Spotify's where it's at.
Superior. I like Apple.
I like Apple.
All my Spotify people, superior.
Boo.
Don't hate on Apple Music.
First of all, you can acknowledge that Apple Music was trash. It was not as good as Spotify's.
And that's okay.
Admit it. Okay. Thank you.
Like
it gave me the info I needed.
Thank you.
It didn't though.
Thank you.
It
didn't.
The logistics of Apple Music is way better. It's more better. It's more bettest. I'm getting delusional.
No, honestly. But since we're on the topic of music and we're wrapping up the year,
yes,
I need to know what everybody's album of the year was. And it better be good.
Oh gosh. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead. Thank you. Let's go ahead and knock that off.
This is a good one.
Renaissance.
That's a good one.
Renaissance. Beyonce.
I don't know. I'm still thinking.
She took it back to her roots.
I don't listen to albums anymore. I only listen to
artists. She don't listen to albums.
Huh?
Albums don't necessarily. I'm sorry. Music isn't giving for me personally anymore,
and that's okay.
I'm trying to think. What was the album?
But I would say,
oh yeah, let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up.
I really like Brent's album.
Yeah, I wish I had my phone.
Brent Fayez.
Oh.
I would say we're gonna do artists too, right? Or
sure.
Can I do artists instead, or are we doing artists too?
What about Love the Mini?
That's not my no. Burna Boy is one of my favorite artists, but I didn't think that album was my.
I liked it.
I like some of the Burna Boy songs.
African Giant is still.
Yeah. I hear you. But I think it was a really good album for the year. And I'm gonna be controversial in saying it. I like Drake's albums.
Period.
Honestly, never mind. It was fun. It was cute. It was flirty. It was different.
It was diff.
And then what's it? Champagne Poppy. What's the other one?
Girl,
what is it called?
Come on,
I think it's Champagne Poetry is the first.
So what is it called?
What is it? Certified Lover Boy.
That didn't come out this year, honey.
Yes, it did. I swear it did.
Show didn't.
No.
It came out in 2021.
No.
Show didn't.
Am I that behind?
Yes,
It came
ma'am.
out in 2020.
No.
Let me give a little context though.
Dang,
for
I'm old.
These two.
What's the context?
Drake stands. So even if he puts something subpar,
I was about to deny it. I can't.
don't deny it. Even if he puts
I
out,
can't even laugh.
even if he puts out something subpar, they're still gonna say they like it.
No. Let's not do that.
Was subpar. Don't do
Whoa.
No, that is a-
Wait.
That was way ahead of his time. Please.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not even gonna. See,
Champagne
certain things-
poetry, Poppy's home, girls went TSU.
Pipe down.
How much I gotta say for you to pipe down?
Much I
He
gotta
ate.
pay for you to pipe down. You're the reason we cannot communicate. It's not the things you say. It's
What you don't say.
I'm not in your way.
You're in your own way. So I don't get how you yelling at me.
They're scaring me.
Terrifying.
He ate. Well, the audience has brought it to my attention that this album did not come, but I feel like it was
No.
like it was at the end of the
No.
year, and then it came like
No.
it was okay.
Not even.
It doesn't matter. Okay, well, I still liked Honestly Nevermind, but that's still not my album of the year. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe I'm with Abby on this. I didn't necessarily have an album of the year,
But can we do
but
artists?
there were things I liked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely say Ashake. He
Period.
banger.
Period.
I'd definitely say Burna because Burna kind of took over 2022.
liked his
with some-
album.
I didn't listen. He had some hits on the album. Me personally, I like albums top to bottom. If it's not top to bottom, you know, on my
Can't do
list.
it.
I hear you.
And so, yeah, I'd definitely say Ashake. I would say a lot of the Afro beats, Amon Piano
Yeah.
artists took off in 2022. Piano to the world. Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Mayor?
Any standouts for
Artists?
you?
No, Beyonce. I'm telling you, top
She
to
said that's
bottom,
it.
like no skips.
Run it through, like,
Just Beyonce.
bruh. I don't.
Beyonce.
I think I alone made the record go platinum. So, so you're welcome.
I do want to
Who else
say
dropped
about like going to concerts. We just went to the Bria. The Burna Boy
I was
concert
there.
last week,
No, you weren't.
That's all right.
was there.
and I felt like he was a really good performer live because
Yes.
sometimes you have expectations when people perform live, but he did his thing, so that was quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I'll give Burna for live performance.
That Burna Boy concert, y'all.
Okay.
I was in there dancing.
That's what I'm talking about.
That man left nothing on the table.
Let me make
He's
sure
gonna
there are
eat it
no artists that I'm leaving out.
Have you fully listened to the SZA album? I know it just came out, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna put her up there.
SOS is still on repeat.
Absolutely still on repeat. Like you
on
know,
repeat.
I've been a SZA stan since like 2014. Like I've been listening to SZA, like snippets and demos. There are so many songs I've heard for years that finally made it to the album. Finally made it into the mainstream. I like it. I love a lot of the SZA songs. Her sound has transformed so much since I first started listening to her. It's good to see, and there's also an aspect of her music that I miss. That as somebody who was listening during the mixtape days, I'm realizing I'm gonna have to just let go. But I do love her music, and I will always support her as an artist. Shout out to one of my favorite artists of 2022. She dropped her debut album. This is her first album, Raven Lene, and I just have to put that out there because she's amazing. You guys should listen. Hypnos, literally such a good album. I'm obsessed with her. I'll just put that out there.
Raven Lene.
Go
I will also say, you know, me and Rolly. Ooh.
Who?
Cut.
Who?
Reset. All right. Me and Taylor went to a Mav City Kirk concert, and
Ooh.
they
where
couldn't-
was my invite?
what? Miriam.
So crazy.
Nah, ma'am.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
That was actually, I think, the best concert I've been to. Me and Abby were dancing.
No, they couldn't control us. We were dancing for Jesus. They couldn't really control it. It was
The old people, they was in there just staring at us. We were having a
I'm like,
turn
cool,
up.
I've never heard of them before.
That's
I was like, baby, you don't listen to gospel music. This is not
I
you.
had no
This ain't
idea.
you.
Okay.
This
It's
ain't
okay.
you.
What are they called?
Maverick City.
Music.
Oh, I thought you said Mad City, but I also
Maverick
don't know.
City.
Okay.
Oh, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick.
Yeah.
I don't speak on that man, but yeah,
I'm so weak.
anymore.
Oh.
Okay, so we had okay, so we had fun at the concerts. We had fun with the music. We had fun with the music. Okay, what else?
All right, like keeping in alignment with media, TV shows, movies. What was your favorite from this year?
Black Panther. Shout out
Speak on it.
to Black Panther.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were
R.I.P.
like, it wasn't as good as first. I didn't care about none of that. I care about representation. I care about what the story is saying. I don't care about if they cut to this scene quick enough. I don't care about that. I just care about like what it represents and what it does for people. There are a lot of people. Black Panther, from the very first one, it changed the narrative for a lot of people. Chadwick, but like so many young kids were like, oh my God, Black Panther. Like so many. High key what The Little Mermaid is basically doing, the new one right now. And so I just feel like it just shifts like so many great actors and actresses. And then the director, that man never misses. I'm not gonna lie.
Ryan Coogler?
Never misses.
Did you know that he learned how to swim specifically for this movie?
No.
Yeah.
Ryan
so
Coogler?
yeah.
Did you see Lupita's training under the water? She was eating under the water.
She's like,
I love Lupita. And then also shout out to the Latinx folk. That representation was top tier.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. So I really like that movie and what it represented. So that was my favorite movie of the year.
it was long, though. I can't lie.
It was. And
so long.
I
Almost
can't even
lost
say too much because Miriam hasn't seen it yet. Boo, lame. It's giving anti-black.
No, I just haven't had time. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm off.
I'll
I'll watch it by myself matinee.
You finna get kicked
2
off the
p.m.
pod.
I'm sorry.
I'm so weak.
I kid. But no, even though it was very different than the first one, and I was not a fan of the minority on minority crime.
It was a crime.
I think that was one of Disney/Marvel's best villains. Like he really ate. I was scared personally.
He ate because I'm so sorry. Michael B. Jordan was not a good villain. So when they got rid of that man, I mean, he died in the first one, but like he comparatively, so much better. That man did it for me because it was just so much better.
Wow.
I thought.
Yeah, I could. I felt his story.
Like I felt it. I didn't feel Michael's. I'm sorry.
I was rooting for him for a couple minutes.
Low key. I say you got a good point, my boy. You got a good point. We gotta protect what's ours. I hear you.
But you gotta get up out of here. Get up out of Wakanda. No lie.
Get up out of Wakanda.
No, literally get up out of Wakanda. How did you get in here?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, when he said
moment, though.
bury your dead and I said, he's serious. I was scared personally. I was like, I don't know what he's gonna do next. Wakanda finna be no Conda. Like it's gonna be gone. I thought he was gonna take them out.
It felt intense. I was like, pause. Like I don't remember the conflict in the first one, but the second one had me in the seat. Like, what's happening next?
The first one, it was it was like diaspora based because Michael was like black. Africans. And then his dad.
See, that's why I ain't like that.
And then this one, I mean, Taylor said it was like minority on minority, but it was. But like, I'm not gonna ruin it. But eventually,
questionable. I'm skeptical about that, to be honest. But that's another story. I can't say too much.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have any more spoilers. We'll leave the movies.
We'll leave
the movies.
But underlined with like kind of Marvel, Disney, I really did appreciate a lot of the Disney Plus movie or TV shows / the Marvel movies that came out this year. Other than Doctor Strange getting a little demonic, it was a little too. Hey,
talk about
Father, please. But I mean, I'm a Marvel fan. I like Disney. They always put out some good work. So I think their TV shows like did really well and kind of set the pace for what streaming shows should look like, because I know now places like Netflix are trying to put out shows like one by one because of what Disney was doing with their TV shows, like not just releasing it all at once but doing it like over a certain amount of time. So I liked a lot of the Disney shows that came out. I think they have good representation. I was screwed. You think I got my own? I don't have my own nothing, please. I don't pay for none of it.
Wait, Taylor or anyone, did y'all watch the Proud Family relaunch?
No.
Oh, okay. I heard it was really good.
No.
I didn't
I
watch
think
it.
Jackie did.
Okay.
She loves a good cartoon.
I love cartoons.
That was the only one I didn't see.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bam. They had some cute little movies that represented, some people of color, so I appreciated that.
Okay. Outside of like movies and stuff, like, I don't know. 2022 was a long year. Any moments stand out to y'all? There's a lot going on, but not really. But also, yes.
It was a lot, but not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I low-key got memory loss.
No, my memory's like a goldfish.
Monkeypox.
Okay.
That was this year?
That was this year. And, yeah, and like literally they were like preparing us at school, like, okay, this is what happens if monkeypox comes to the. I said, who's doing what? I said, yeah, I'm gonna tap out if it comes here, because that's not in my contract. I don't have nothing to do with that.
I'm gonna be straight
COVID
up.
is enough.
I'm gonna be straight up. I think I got monkeypox. It was a bump on my leg. It wasn't adding up. It wasn't adding up. And why I called the freaking CDC and they talk about, well, it ain't really no test. No, this is no joke. When I say I lost all hope and that we were prepared for anything, no. I have no hope that we will be able to navigate any sort of medical pandemic ever again. I said, well,
That's so funny.
I said, should I go to the urgent care or should I go to the emergency room? Well, we don't know. They don't have a test, so I was hanging this phone up. Let me speak to the scientist.
Yo, that's so funny. I'm sorry.
Oh,
God.
Not a bump on the leg.
I'm telling y'all. So that don't look like a pimple.
Screaming.
Okay, let's start at the beginning.
Could not tell you.
In January?
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Babe, not even on my radar.
Ukraine and Russia. Yeah.
I was actually terrified because, wait, was the World War III craze this year or was it last
Yeah.
year?
No, that was
Wasn't that last year?
y'all. That was 2020.
Really? When
The
everybody thought
first
it was
one.
World-
The
Why do I
first
feel like
time.
it's every year?
Low key.
No, like the serious, like everybody making the memes about World
That
War
was
III.
2020.
You're right, because I was still on Twitter and I stopped using Twitter in 2020.
So much happened. Let me tell you something. So much happened in the first 3 months
of 2020.
Of 2020.
That's what it was. That's what
It
I'm
was
thinking
enough to
about.
fill this whole year.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
feel like in 2020, between January and March, Will Smith would already slapped like Australia on fire.
What about the Capitol?
The Met Gala.
Takeover, at the Capitol, but was that in
That was
January?
2020.
Was that
2020.
really?
Yeah, 2020 was a rough year. We started off the year
A lot
fire
of stuff happened in
That
2020.
is what I'm saying.
because that's
There
when
was so
Biden
much.
finally got into office.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
finally we're done with Trump. JK, insurrection.
Oh yes, yes.
He
No,
said,
no,
call
no,
off
no,
the
no.
election. This is fraud.
Yeah.
And then like everything just went downhill.
There's no way that happened 2020.
It did.
No.
No.
It happened 2021.
Okay.
The Capitol.
2021,
Yep.
yes. Because Biden got in office November
I was finna throw up.
2020.
Mm.
And then
like,
January 2021 was
Okay.
when it happened, yeah.
They all just like blend together.
It
To
all-
be honest,
Really?
The
I
past
cannot.
2 years together.
I can't tell you what year's which.
Wow,
It's like
that's
too
crazy.
many historical events that's like
We done lived
2019.
through so much trauma
exactly.
So nothing really happened this year. Well,
compared to
Elizabeth-
2020.
Queen
and
Elizabeth
2021.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth died.
rest in peace.
And
Stop.
Yep. Moving on.
nah, but the way I just gotta say the way that Irish, Indian, and Black Twitter had came together in unity on one day, I was like,
Hey.
this is crazy.
We ain't seen them
We
come
ain't
together since Black Panther.
Black Panther.
We ain't seen minorities come together to fight a common good since.
That's all I have to say
That
about
right
that.
there.
But anyways, on topic.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
What else happened this year?
Guys, I'm telling you, like nothing.
Serena Williams
Oh,
Serena
okay.
Williams
retired.
Okay.
Bria, what did you look like? Would you look up that image?
Trevor Noah's retiring.
This is the only thing that I honestly remember. Like Chris Rock got slapped.
Sorry.
That was fun.
A dark time, but also a good time for our community.
Wait.
Why is that?
Huh?
A dark time maybe in relation to other people and other groups. You know, it was a bad look. I think we got some funnies out of it.
We did.
And
That's
it's
the
an,
funniest.
I feel like it's an iconic moment.
Huh?
You know, like how I feel like at the time, like Madonna and Christina Aguilera kissing on stage wasn't a good look. It was iconic. We'll look back and be like, damn, they really did that.
Yeah.
We'll be able to be like, damn.
Social media
Them
that
niggas
day
really did
was
that.
wow.
Social media had a couple days.
I feel like the Oscars definitely, like, people are probably going to tune in briefly next year because of what happened this year.
I've never
I just
Googled the
feel like-
Oscars in my life,
Me
Me
either.
neither.
except
I
this
just
year.
feel like Bria, you was 5 seconds ago talking about. Wait, no, it was you. Minority on minority
Oh yeah,
violence. Me, I
Yeah.
don't support it. Eh? You don't have to hit anybody.
Hey,
that was black on black crime,
Absolutely.
but it was for the culture.
Cut.
that's what I was saying. All right, I kid. Joke.
Kanye West had his demise a few times, the divorce and everything like that. Kim and what's the name broke up.
Who?
Pete?
Yes,
Wait, didn't they start dating in 2022 or was it 2021?
I can't keep up personally.
Me neither.
I
don't
know.
pay attention either.
I know he was like beefing with Pete, like sending him some threats.
Well, he posted a whole threat on his Instagram.
Yeah, that.
That was very scary. He scared me.
Honestly, it's the demise of the Kanye. It's the demise of the Kardashians. Really, like I said, like I really feel like celebrities really didn't give what needed to be given this year. Like
What are you looking for them to give exactly?
She's looking
think-
for them to give mess.
you know how like
Oh, no,
your dopamine receptors or whatever get overloaded, and then like you hit a ceiling. I feel like 2020 and 2021 did so much for the cortisol and stress. Nothing really excites me anymore. Nothing. Give me drama. Give me like existential. We are literally on the brink.
Or maybe we just couldn't remember.
I think
And that's on fight or
It
flight.
might be more the latter. We just
yeah,
don't
that
remember.
part.
Yeah.
That's on fight or flight.
I think just like regular celebrities aren't like, that's just not the no one's like idolizing them anymore like how they did in the past. It more is like TikTokers, but also like that imperfection like type of social media, like people who are doing like mundane things and more real than celebrities living like perfect lives. I don't know.
With that being said, let's transition into non-pop culture related moments. I'm not on TikTok. I think they've made that
Boo.
crystal clear. But what are some hilarious TikTok moments that happened this year?
TikTok ate this year.
They
I'm gonna be honest.
ate. Look,
It ate.
my screen time on TikTok.
Oh Lord.
Jeez,
I gotta let it go.
I do.
I gotta
I gotta put a
let it
timer
go.
on that. I gotta put a timer on TikTok.
Because
It's come
they
to
had
that.
me rolling. And you know what's funny about TikTok? It really like, it also messes with your memory. Like, I
It
know,
really
I know it
does.
was some funny, good times. But could I tell you what was going on? It's all a
Besides
blur.
the chicken salad, why is nothing else coming to mind right now? I do blame TikTok.
There
for
was
my
the
attention
corn
span.
kid.
Oh yeah,
He was cute.
He blew up. That was cute.
That was a big one.
Corn kid.
It's corn.
Yo.
Big clump of knobs.
Ice Spice had her moment. Munch a little bit.
That was
You know what? You know what? What I want to say? I want to say.
How could I lose?
yeah.
Other than Nicki Minaj's demise,
Period.
the rap girlies ate this year.
8 down.
They really did eat, and I'm not really into a lot of that, but on TikTok they did
Yeah,
numbers.
They 8 down.
They did
ate down.
numbers. So shout out
K
to the rap
Carbon,
girlies.
Glorilla, the whole Shibuya crowd,
Crew, yeah.
crew, Ice
Cardi
Spice,
has some stuff.
Cardi, like, and many more.
Yeah.
I feel like they ate more than the dudes.
I
They
think
really did.
2022 really goes out to the rap girlies because it's the way that they really had men like making videos, dancing, and being in their car like.
It was Glorilla
Like-
performing at the BET. Everybody in the crowd, the dudes in the crowd talking about.
Yeah.
I'm F-R-E. I like her.
Shout out to the rap girlies.
I like her.
Okay, sorry.
good one.
TikTok. There was just so many. I think a lot of TikTok dances. I feel like this year wasn't really about the dances, which was good because I couldn't keep up.
I can't stand them.
I can't keep up.
They honestly like lost me at the Renegade. After that, that's when I knew.
Oh,
We hit a switch. We had hit a switch.
it was too much.
I can't think.
Best app of the year.
2022, I feel like as far as books, All About Love did its run through. I feel like
a lot of people
everybody
were reading that.
had that book. I saw it everywhere.
Shout out Bell Hooks.
And I feel like everybody needs to read that book. Please.
What's
get
it
your
about?
life. It's about love. Babe, actually,
All
it's
about
all
it.
about love.
It's about love and all about that.
It is all about love, but specifically, if you want to read the book, it gets into like the differences between how men and women approach love, and the way that it's studied, and the way that it's like presented through from our childhood and through on. And I think she definitely can speak to the point, and maybe like we have our own goals about being able to bridge like our experiences as women with men. I think she can speak to that and kind of offer like guidance about how to approach that. She speaks about like a lot of love books are written by men, and that when women talk about love, it's usually kind of like diminished and stuff like that. So I don't know, I really appreciated that. Shout out to women and shout out to love. Shout out to all that.
So what are y'all's favorite personal moments of the year? Just something that really spoke to you.
Wow. Wow.
I think for me, I think 2022, which I talked about a little bit in the wish list episode, was a bit of a testimony year. Like, I feel like I was fighting for my life since 2018. And 2022, it was just like, all right, the Lord said, hey, I got you, bro. I've seen what you've been through. And yeah, I just feel like maybe on another pod, maybe on another, whatever, I'm going to go into it. But I feel like my life really like turned around and like got on trajectory, as Miriam said in the last one. Like, not that I was like off trajectory or anything, but it was kind of like, all right, let's heal, let's do all these things with like, you don't really like your job like that, as far as like what you want to do in the future and stuff like that. So just evolution. And then it was like, okay, now you're on a firm foundation, Jesus. So let's embrace and move on and move forward. So yeah.
I think going off of that, COVID started when I was like 25. So the beginning of this year, I didn't feel my age. Like I didn't feel 27. I still felt like how I did when COVID started. But now at the end of the year, I feel my age. And I think that in terms of like everything that's going on in my life, like career-wise and friendship-wise, family, all that stuff, I feel grown and an adult in that way. So,
Here's to growing up.
Period.
Dang.
Crazy.
I feel about 30.
Please stop.
30 something?
These kids, they're out a couple years to your life.
I can see that.
I tell them every day. I'm like, this left eye, these bags, that's because of you and your nonsense. And the other eye, that's because of the rest of y'all. I tell them. I'm like, y'all see these Gucci bags? It's because of you.
I'm crying.
I deserve financial compensation. You
Workers'
can't get
comp.
these back.
Stop.
These wrinkles are cemented.
I'm telling y'all.
Taylor loved those kids.
I'm finna get Botox.
I know I might have to get a couple.
Froze. Period. Similar to you, Abby. When I say I've been in my fight or flight response since 2019, this year, I feel like I finally got to step out of survival mode for a little bit. So this year has just been a lot of like mental relaxation, like just like pause, relax, chill, less anxiety. And yeah, I feel like it's all just, I'm finally like, shit's like coming back to me. Like life is finally just coming back to me where I can even pause and be like, oh my God, it's fine. So I'm just happy to be back at normal.
Yes.
Shout out 2022. Shout out 2022.
Is there any moments that stuck out this year for you all?
I
It could
really
be something small too.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked when Ella got married. Hey, Ella. Shout out to Ella.
Shout out to
Period.
Ella.
That was
fun.
insert photo here where we were all together.
The wedding was
so
great.
fun. And they were learning how to let it rain on
yeah.
people.
Oh, no
we were throwing
one.
them money.
Brie was like,
I was so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of weddings, I was a bridesmaid for the first time this year
Cute.
in Atlanta. Shout out to Ayan, my cousin.
period.
That's like another thing that no one really talks about, like the work that goes into
Oh,
The wedding.
bridesmaid and how expensive it is. Not
Yeah.
even like for the bridesmaid, like, you know, trying to like buy the dress and makeup and all that stuff, but just the wedding, like the whole thing
Yeah, the
is
whole-
so
yeah, very
expensive.
expensive, yeah.
And I think even more so since COVID, because I think a lot of people like postpone their weddings.
yeah.
So like flower, venue, DJ, and then people are trying to do some entertainment aspect, like having like the photography,
The little spin thing,
yeah,
the 360
yeah.
joint.
all that stuff. Shit adds
Darn,
up.
it's expensive.
Yeah, I think kind of going in alignment with Abby, I really appreciated like getting to experience other people's cultures this year. And like that was really fun because, you know, Black American culture unfortunately has been diminished to pop culture, so sometimes it's like hard to really like solidify yourself in that identity of like what your culture might look like because it's been so
Commodified.
commodified, watered down, and it's not always something at the forefront of my mind being like extremely different than things like, okay, this is something that I can hold dear to me because it's so different than what other people do and how other people were brought up. But being able to experience like the wedding and other things, you know, Miriam dressed us up, like, you know, I was part of the East Side for a little while, you know, and then hanging out with Annie and being able to be from the West Side, you know, everybody right with me.
This girl is crazy, bro.
And then, you know, I traveled a lot, so I got to go to like the UK and Spain and kind of see how Gabby was living and how everyone over there operates, and it just really kind of opened my eyes to different things and how other people live, and it's just like, oh my gosh, there's so much beauty in this world, and we're like kind of trapped at times here, but I really just want to experience that so much more, and like it really just inspired me to learn about other people in a different way, because it's like once you start having these conversations, like you start to be able to tear down like your ideals of people and those stereotypes and everything like that, and actually experience life and like kind of what love may look like.
It makes you a much more well-rounded person.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, so that
More
was like definitely
substantial.
one of my favorite things, I would say.
I love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, everybody's looking at me. Let me share. What stood out the most? I mean, I did a lot of like work travel.
Oh yeah.
I really love New Orleans, y'all.
Oh,
Yes,
same.
New Orleans was
When
a good
I
time.
brought me to life, I was like, I feel like maybe this might be, you know, one of those cities that like resonates with your soul.
Oh wow, we should go.
It might,
Yeah.
please, girls trip to New Orleans, please.
So much culture.
Love that city. Love the food. Love the people there.
The food is top two. Top
never
two,
been.
not two.
And not
so
to.
good.
And not to at
So
all.
good.
Mm-mm.
It's
also
honestly
went
like
for
a
work
different
trip.
America.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I appreciated.
That's so funny. You're right. It really doesn't feel like.
Like that was the actual like first time being in the States where I felt like there's a culture.
There's
Like,
a
you know,
culture here. Yes.
and it was literally, I was there around St. Patrick's Day, and I'm not thinking, you know, anything of it. And they're having parades and they're having things, and it's like not necessarily Mardi Gras, but it's still very big. And they're showcasing, you know, the Irish culture as well as like just how Creole has infused into that area and like the French influence and stuff like that. So it was like, oh my gosh, this is like not the United States. There's no way.
They're really big on Halloween too. They said if you ever want to travel, try to go through to Mardi Gras. But if not, go to Halloween.
When is Mardi Gras?
March.
March?
March. You never know.
That could be kind of doable.
Maybe we'll add that
Quarter
to
one.
our 2023 list of destinations to go to.
One more thing that I'll share that I kind of appreciated about this year was I felt like I was really able to find like a mantra, like a life mantra, and how I hope that the next 5 years of my 20s, I can live that out before, you know, I really got to
Wait.
get serious with stuff.
5 years of your 20s.
Yeah.
You're moving.
You're 20?
You're 20? You're 20?
You're 20?
How old is she?
25.
Oh.
Okay.
You've been like 21 in my head for like the past. Like,
Hey, chill out. In my head, I'm literally 27, so there's that. Nonetheless, back on topic, ladies.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of solidified like what my mantra wants to be, and it's just like in the most cliche way, but like hopefully not, YOLO. Like you truly only live once, and how we've seen just like the last few years turn out with all the craziness, all the nonsense, so much stuff has happened. It's like really made me value life and value like my youth, as well as the ability to kind of focus on myself, finding my interests and exploring different things in a different way. So that was like, again, something that I challenged myself to do, to be adventurous, to explore and like kind of figure out who I want to be in this life. And so like, yeah, I really appreciated this year for allowing that space, because, you know, COVID obviously stunted a lot of, I think, our development in our 20s. And that's been really difficult to bounce back from. But I did a lot of different things, and I hope to continue to, you know, explore that. But it was really like YOLO, like you might as well.
mine as well.
Why not try it? I was like, why not jump off this cliff? I mean, you know, not like that, like not just jump off a cliff. But you know, I jumped into some water. It was safe, everything like that. But it's like, why not? Why let fear hold me back? This is like the only time I'm gonna be on this island with friends, having a good time, and like, you know, try different things. Why not try that food or explore that culture? So
Facts.
my mantra is like really now, like, you know, living for today, hoping for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's the motto. YOLO.
That was good, Taylor.
I would also say, just to go off what she said, I feel like life is too short to be insecure and like concerned about what other people have to say. As long as you're affirmed in who God says you are, like, child. If you, I don't know, singing and somebody thinks you can't sing, but you have a passion and you like singing, like, do it. Like, I just feel like it's just getting consumed by, oh, what are people going to think? Like, it says it's very much easier said than done, but it truly doesn't matter, because there were certain things that I was doing, and like certain people were saying things here and there, but I'm like, I actually genuinely like doing this. So why am I even listening to what they're saying? Like, as long as God said yes, I don't know what you got to, your 2 pence has nothing to do with me. So yeah, I think for anyone who has a passion or a hobby that they really enjoy, but they're afraid to be judged by other people, obviously morally sound. I'm not saying go murder people because that's what you enjoy, please. I don't want somebody to take that then.
Abby told me I could.
Abby said so.
Those 20-something.
It was those darn 20-somethings.
Not us.
Not definitely not me. But yes, we morally sound activities is what we encourage.
I like that.
Drawing.
Start there.
Start there.
Painting.
Knitting.
All in all, just things that you enjoy doing, hobbies. If you want to pursue a podcast, if you want to pursue YouTube, you know, if you're called to do it, definitely step into it.
Nicely
You
said.
better. You better. All right, chill out, y'all. That's enough.
I just can't believe it's about to be 2023.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound real.
Time is slipping away from me. Yeah.
So crazy.
Time.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the last pod of 2022.
2022.
Please follow us on all of our Miriam.
I love a group hug.
Please follow us on all of our socials, y'all. You know where to find us.
Yes.
Instagram, YouTube,
Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Apple Pod.
Google Podcasts.
Ooh.
Yes, please follow us on all of our socials. If you're enjoying the content, please share with your friends. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're really excited for 2023 and what that's going to bring. And thanks for watching.
Yay.
It's been the 20-some, and we're signing out for 2022.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
There she go.
Oh, you.